All right, what's up everybody? We're back. We're back in the shop. Justin's about to step in the garage. We're gonna go over some things. So this video, you saw we've already done the camp out. Epic time. My wife and I did our big trip. Amazing time. We went to Dallas, Austin, picked up a new bike, all that fun stuff. So we're back in the shop. We got a bunch of updates for the FXR build. We look forward to showing you guys that. The Softail build. So we told you guys that the Softail build was only gonna be like a 2 or 3 part video. The bike's pretty much got everything for it. We're waiting on the tins and waiting on the wheels to come back from polish. So we got, I'd say 75% of everything for it. We're gonna get that assembled partially on this video, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over this FXR build, show you guys what's going on with that. And then also this video is gonna be coming out probably the weekend of Texas Hills, maybe the weekend after. And if you're there, you'll probably see that I am not there. I think I'm not gonna go to Texas Hills. It may change, but right now I've been going back and forth. I'm worn out, plus we might have some friends coming in. It's Memorial Day weekend. So we'll just have to see, but either way, Justin will definitely be there. You know, we'll go from there. We're gonna pick up on the FXR build, show you guys kind of some of the cool shit that has been done while we were away. Plus Justin's kind of machined a few things, show you guys some of his little ideas that he's doing. And then we'll go in the other shop and work on the Softail. So here we go.
All right, so on the M8 FXR build, Andy from Howland Custom Cycles in Little Rock, he came in and made the panels and welded them all in for me. He's just better at it. That's what he does a lot of the time. So he also did little bezels around the wire openings on the front and middle. But I was trying to get away with not cutting these forward control mounts off and using those as my motor mount, but it puts the front of the motor up high and then it's not parallel with the frame and it looks like crap. And then also it gets too close back here. I have plenty of room underneath there for all the oil lines and stuff like that, but it gets close right there to touch and it just looks like the motor is jacked up inside there. It looks terrible. So I have to cut these out and then we're gonna dish it and then weld in like a little half moon in there. And then I'll make some new front motor mounts to mount everything up. But that'll let the front of the motor come down, parallel, more clearance, everything's gonna be great. So last week though, I got time to make the cleave blocks for the back. They're just kind of sitting in there now. That will kind of line me up and then everything else will fall in place. Also, I had him open me up a hole here. So all my wires, my Thunder Max, and then all the wires that Nance puts with that kit are out through the frame, out to the throttle body, out up to the front if we need to go up to the gauge or wherever we need to go. On this one, I'm not having any wires run up to the bar. The gauge will be on the tank and that's it. So everything will be contained. On the custom builds, I like nothing on the bars, like no switches, no housings. Other than that, it's getting close. I have to put the cross member in and then also there's a little clearance for the drain plug for the primary because it will hit the frame trying to pull the drain plug out. So drain plug, cross member, and then make new front mounts and then machine new ones. Other than that, frame is pretty much done. I know it sounds like a lot, but we're getting close. I would like to have everything mounted and painted by the end of the month, and then I can start making all the swing arms, struts, and triple trees and stuff like that.
This month or next month? We're halfway through this month. Yeah.
We're in May, and we have, I might go to Loretta Lynn's this weekend, maybe. It's just a turn and burn one day, because it's only like 4 hours from here. Texas Hills, I'm just gonna ride down, but I'll be there Thursday and come back Saturday or Sunday. I think I'm staying with Eddie while I'm down there too. Thank you, Eddie. But that's also my birthday weekend. I'm kind of making a point to take that weekend off.
Yeah, so I mean, it does look like a lot of work, but honestly, this was a big milestone. And Andy is kind of like our local chopper wizard, if you will. I mean, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the metal work, when the motor's out of this, I know Justin has some photos of it, and maybe if I can remember, I'll drop a photo in this clip right here. But the metal work is so smooth, so nice, and I know once it gets painted on top of that, man, it's gonna look.
It looks so good. And I know a lot of people are worried when I posted it, because the side view, it looks very close here, but it actually dishes up, so all the oil lines and everything have plenty of room behind it.
Yeah, that looks good. The billet pieces that you're making right here, it's gonna look real good. It does suck that he had these beautiful, nice front mounts made, but like he said, the motor just set up a little too tall, just didn't sit right in the frame, so it's part of it.
And Corey from Main Drop Cycles too, he told me about this, but I was trying to be hard-headed and skip it, and you can't. I did send this tank and rear fender off to Henry Steadfast Manufacturing. We're gonna do some weird stuff with the tank. On the rear fender, I always like to smooth it out like my bagger, so no tail light, no provisions for anything, just nice and sleek. And then I use the little Karyakin tail light. I think it's just a clean look. The gas tank I'm excited about. I'm gonna have them weld in some little bungs. I think I wanna do like a little machined polish body line, almost like an emblem, but not just a little bezel, kind of just to break up the tank a little bit. No cutouts, nothing like that. They're kind of getting played out a little bit. Yeah, I did them on my other one, but It was period correct.
Yeah. It was the thing for that time.
And I think when we did the podcast originally with Jace for the FXR tour, I had plans and that shit changed 10 times since then. It's just part of it. And the same thing happened with the other bike. I had this great idea, but once I get involved, then I change this and that and whatever. And it works out at the end, I think.
Either way, there's your FXR update. We're going to the other shop. We're going to work on the Softail. Show you guys kind of where you're at on that, because it actually looks like a completely different bike, even though it's in pieces. It looks so clean.
It's sold.
It is sold. So congratulations to the buyer. I don't know if we're going to mention his name. Maybe when we finish the bike, we'll say who bought it. We'll ask him if he wants to be known.
I'm still sad. I hurried up and put it for sale where I wouldn't keep it. And I think it sold 20 minutes after I posted it. It's a good deal for a done product. You can't build this bike for 14 grand. So it's a win-win for everybody. I think it's awesome.
I mean, it's a ready to ride bike. It's going to have new fresh brake pads, tires, fluids. I mean, it's a get on ride bike.
Yeah.
It is a used bike, obviously, but the new owner is going to put every mile on the build.
He actually bought it for his kid for a graduation present, which I'm even more jealous about.
Yeah, lucky bastard. So anyways, we're going to go in the shop. We'll check that out, and we'll follow up there. So we'll see you then. All right, there you have it. We got the bars on, everything's tightened up. The headlight's gonna have to probably come out with a fairing. I don't think we ever mentioned this, but we're actually doing T-Sport fairing, right?
T-Sport style fairing. So I'll make a little block to kick it out. I just kind of set it in there so we can do the wires. But when I get it all set, I'll measure how much is setting back, and then that's how much I'll make the block kick out. I just wanted to put it on there. Same with the front caliper, just sitting on.
Yeah, so everything's still dirty. We got fingerprints on it. We didn't clean it, but we got all the foot peg mounts on there. Full exhaust is on there, rear brake. We still got to do like a final wipe down, but it kind of gives you an idea of how everything's going to look. No, I'm stoked. I think this thing's going to look killer. I can't wait to see the tins back on this thing, because
I'm excited about the tins, and he's actually doing a better job than what I expected. I know that sounds weird, but he sanded everything down, primed everything to build it up, because all the molds and stuff on the inside of the fairing, it's all going to be finished out on the inside as well, which it's going to look really good.
If you saw the AdMac Road Glide in Daytona, kind of the consensus on this, you know, still got black frame, black motor, but everything else chrome, polished, and red. I'm hoping maybe next week, week after, right before Texas Hills, we're able to finalize this bike, because I think the new owner wants to pick it up for Texas Hills, or before Texas Hills.
I think the wheels will be done next week, which would be nice. So that'd be the biggest piece we can put it on, and then the tins will go quick. So hopefully next week we can button it all up and send it off.
Yeah, we're gonna get this thing knocked out, and I don't know what the next video is gonna be. Whatever it is, I'm sure we're gonna have some fun doing it. Either way,
see you next time. I think he's gonna have a lot of videos from his trip, which I'm stoked to see.
Actually, they should come out before this video. I'm trying to.
What do you think about those videos that just came out?
Yeah. I was saying the intro when you were in the house still. I was like, yeah, I think, you know, so I don't know. Maybe we'll push this one out tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Even though this is gonna probably be like 2 weeks later. So take care.
See ya.
All right, guys, a few days has passed, and what happened, Justin? Something happened. What happened?
I rushed things.
He didn't rush things. The paint got done sooner than we expected. So we were expecting to come back here on the weekend, finish the bike up. Actually got the call that the paint was ready, so he assembled it. You're on a tight deadline. This bike's gotta be ready.
Yeah, so he's coming to pick it up in 2 weeks from now, and I wanted like a week to kind of ride it and check it down, see if there's any issues or anything. I went ahead and put it mostly together. I'm still waiting on a couple pieces. Yeah, sorry about the video about the reinstall and everything, but it's getting close.
Yeah, so this isn't a how-to video anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. All you guys care about is like the final product. Spin the camera around, let you guys see the color, the polish. We got the rear wheel on. The front wheel's still getting polished, so that will be back on The fairing, he's got to pick that up from paint. So grips got to be changed. There's still like a handful of things that's got to be done, but man, this thing looks sharp.
So last night, after I put all the, like the rear fender, all that stuff is mounted, and then I changed all the fluids, spark plug, pads, all that stuff. So once the front wheel and the front fairing and the compression release, I have to get a new one today. Once that's done, then it's ready to roll. And I'm glad I already sold it because I love this bike.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys the bike. So here it is. All right, there you have it. Red, polish, chrome, black, all of the colors look good together. The bike is still very dirty. Obviously, you're working on it, so it's not detailed or nothing. So we're actually using a Lowrider ST filter. I know we said Thundermax, but with the contrast.
I put it up there, it was just too much chrome. I needed to break it up a little bit. So I like the black one. I got a new breather because that filter was crushed a little bit, so I had a new one to put on. Yeah, you can have too much chrome or too much black. So I thought the breakup was good. I'm super stoked the way it came out. I cannot wait to see it with the front fairing on. Hopefully by Saturday it will be on.
Yeah, so hopefully the next video you see of this bike, we'll also be doing maybe my wife's bar, maybe. Yeah. So then we'll be able to show you this bike completed, and then also probably finish it off with another kind of install video. But no, I love it. I think it looks great. Like we said before, this is the actual block off plate. So if you have the older 2018 to 2021 lowriders.
They work on dynos too.
And dynos. So if you have the older dynos, any dual gauge. Okay, correct. So any dual gauge, but only up to the 21 on the lowriders, because in 22 they went to that slick dash. This is the block off plate that he offers. Obviously the gauges, his risers, and then everything else on the bike is pretty stockish. Harley, it's just refresh. This bike wasn't wrecked. You guys saw no totaled piece or whatever. It was just a trade-in that we took and we freshened up. So my favorite part, the polished wheel and the rear pulley, just this combination together just looks so good. And especially, you know, when you got the contrast of the black, obviously the red, it just, I can't wait to see this thing like in the sun. I can't wait to see it with the fairing on. Because you got a smoke screen for it, right?
Yeah, basically black. And what do you think? Should we add a tank emblem or not? Does it need something? I was thinking about even the old one where it says, it's like all chrome and it says Harley Davidson kind of thin, but I don't know. I kind of like it solid red.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging it solid too. I know on your Gray Road Glide, you left it solid for a long time and then you put the little emblems on it. Yeah, the Rebus emblems. And it didn't look bad, but it did look just as good solid as well. So I don't know, man, I kind of dig it.
I kind of like it solid as well.
Yeah, so there it is. That's the color. That's the polish. This is essentially what the bike's gonna look like done. Probably got about another hour's worth of work left on it. A few more pieces that are gonna go on it, and then this thing will be ready for its new owner. We're gonna go ahead and end the video here, officially end the video here, because the last time we were gonna end the video, but this happened. Texas Hills is still coming up. I'm sure this video is probably gonna drop around the same weekend as Texas Hills. So hopefully we see all you guys out there. Justin will definitely be there. Still on the fence. We'll see. We'll see. And then after that, man, it's just balls to the wall, FXR tour, and getting ready for everything else. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Take care.
See ya.